Hey everyone, welcome back to Brick Vault. This is Mike and welcome back to Top 10 MOCs. This week is gonna be a few smaller creations with some mechs because we have MECHtober, and next week is gonna be a special episode, the promised Best of September episode. At the end I'm always showing the fan MOCs, so you can submit more through a link below. I did not have many fan MOCs submitted this week, so don't feel shy, hit that link, submit and show your creations. Our web store got the fantastic ARC 170 from Thomas Jenkins. He's a master of the Clone Wars vehicles, and pretty much back to back we have the amazing LA-80 gunship and now the ARC 170. Check out the full video in the link below as well as the link to the store if you would like to support the channel and build one for yourself. Number 10 is Joel Short with Thai Ace Carnival game. That explains a lot how the Stormtroopers can't really hit anything, because even at the arcade game they seem to be missing all the targets. Gotta love the details with the daggers representing the X-Wings. The penguin from Ice Planet CMFs is there too with Chewbacca. Some frogs and mini aliens from the Space CMFs. Gotta love that gunner with the pretzel outside, and the brick built logo with the TIE fighter at the top of the booth. That is a great meme MOC because again we all know that Stormtroopers can't really hit a barn from 5 meters, and we all know that arcade games are kind of rigged. In this case maybe this one should be rigged to actually help the Stormtroopers. Anyway, great job, a very fun MOC. Pohaturon on number 9 comes up with the Booster Peach mech, and I just love how he blended the use of these larger corner wall bricks with the orange crates. That just works so great for these weapon systems. The color scheme with orange and coral color is very vibrant, so that definitely captures the eye. Seems like the belly is actually using the old dark gray from Lego. And it's just a cool mech concept overall. Proves again you don't need a lot of bricks to create something truly outstanding. Keeping up with the theme of mechs, we have Titolian on number 8 with the Ice Planet Exom. First of all, that oversized Ice Planet chainsaw is simply brilliant. The opalescent orange pyramids for the blade are super cool, and there's even a little bit of a blend gradient of the color within the chainsaw build, so that alone is super sick. Overall, the pose of the mech kind of reminds me of the mechs from the game Titanfall 2. The pauldrons at the top for the armor work super well, and he really kept up with the theme by using the original Ice Planet canopy orange pieces. This is an absolutely superb mech, and as an Ice Planet fan myself, I would absolutely love to have this exact mech on my desktop as a collectible. Number 7 is a very unique mech by Davidson, the Junk Drawer mech. You can probably open your desk drawer right now, yes, that drawer with all the junk, we all have one, right? And you will spot familiar items on the build. There is the tiny metering tape, an old power socket adapter, a small keychain in the hand, and mind you, that is the actual Lego item from a Bionicle promo. That small matchbox car for the hand, we always have one in the drawer, right? Some old disposable camera you forgot about, a spool of thin rope, a screwdriver you really needed to find when you needed it a week ago, an old padlock you lost the key for. I think the missile launchers are boxes of matches, I can't really tell. And I love the fit with what seems to be a small notepad and an old withered air refresher for your car. And the cool part is you can disassemble the MOC, disconnect all the joints, and all these items can be MOCs, tiny little MOCs of themselves. Super cool and creative overall, well done. Number 6 is Greg Dalinkiewicz with Defenders of Endor. Of course your attention is drawn to the super cool tribal C-3PO with a superb use of what the designer says is a limited amount of golden pieces he had on stock. Gotta love the head build, the little owl on the shoulder is a nice touch. There is even a tiny 3PO head right there below the big one. The legs are built truly masterfully, and the staff or the spear itself is what seems helping the whole thing stand. Then we have other elements of the Endor ecosystem. Shout out to the spiked croc. There's a small Ewok in the bushes with a beautiful flower build behind him. Another ninja Ewok with a bowcaster on the tree. And I really like the design for that speeder. This is truly excellent. Every single piece of this diorama is something special, but really that giant 3PO steals the show. Up to number 5 we have a brilliant interior display by Rubblemaker called That's a Lot of Tentacles. Now first and foremost, the whole entryway with the giant fans at the top is like a face. You can't unsee it now. But nevertheless, the gribbling is superb, the fans are awesome build, there's lots of good gribbling throughout the entire area. The designer says he was inspired by the Doom and Quake interior environments, which really shows. There's a gruesome body on the left of the door, which was, I guess, made by the tentacles. There's equipment throughout, seems like some fuel pipes, maybe we are in the inside of a starship. Gotta love the stacked wedges effect for the walls adjacent to the door. And the tentacles themselves are just a fantastic contrast to this industrial gloomy scene. scene. This is by far one of the coolest interior MOCs I've seen in quite a bit, and with this one you can really play around with the light and make it look even cooler, I feel. Number 4 this time is actually 2 builders with 2 builds on the same spot because I couldn't decide which one was cooler. We have JastaBrick with Lava Incident on Planet Krysto and Penguins in Peril by Forlorn Empire. Yes, that's Ice Planet, so I'm biased. I love Ice Planet in every possible way, but this is the most creative I've seen the usage of these new mechanical or robo penguins from the CMF series. In JastaBrick's build, I gotta love the mech that's trying to save one of the guys. The side brick technique for the lava is pretty cool as well, and I love the contrast of the ice plates. There is a simple build that clearly resembles a part of the Ice Planet base, with all the original equipment from the beloved sets, and also the little penguins on a single ski, with what seems to be a shoulder cannon, maybe those are the actual soldiers, are a very cool touch. And then we have Forlorn Empire's build. His mechs are even cooler. There is some sort of an elevator transport system to the left, delivering one of these guys to the surface. Gotta love how some of these have a chainsaw, and the guy in the front has actually ski poles, and they are saving the normal penguins without the robo suits. Exact same design for the lava and ice combination. And then we have a simple but very cool looking and contrasty watchtower with the new Ice Planet minifig at the top. So both of these can be displayed together and can work very well in tandem. Well done. On number 3, yet another interior by Brick Ready, the BRX3 Terraforming area. Now sure, there is some Photoshop involved for the background, but I believe the earth is the actual Lego piece. Inside we have some nice areas with the overgrowing foliage, which is super well done. I like the wall in the back with the door details and one of the astronauts on the scaffolding. There is some sort of a terraforming robot spraying stuff that makes the plants grow. Brown though is what the plants need, right? And I just love the little details throughout and the high expressiveness of this scene. Personally, I think it's very hard to catch an atmosphere in an interior cropped build like that, but Brick Ready did a really good job here. Number 2 is Ben Stralka with the Gothic Cathedral. A beautiful, highly packed MOC with some really notable elements. Gotta love the cart, overpacked with stuff to the brim that looks very natural. There's a really cool design for that arched bridge, with those older pylon pieces that I haven't seen in LEGO for quite a while. Then we have some foliage with a lot of crooked and scary looking trees throughout, a brick-built crow, and an absolutely fantastic design for that front facade of the church. Brilliant doors with the whip pieces, then a Rosetta design right above with the ring piece usage, and a beautiful curved arch right above to accentuate the roof. We can see the side of the roof also using what I call the Rivendell effect from that beautiful set, and overall I really love the composition of it all. Like, you almost want to expand this MOC in every possible direction to see more of this Gothic city. And number 1 is a really cool build from really a game I'm not much caring about, Sonic, but nevertheless it is very impressive. Zane Houston with Dr. Robotnik's Eggscruciator. As he states, this build took him several hundred hours, and even though the landscape looks simple as you would expect from a Sonic landscape, the towering robot is just superb. Fantastic design for the Eggscruciator's face with all brick built, no cheating here. Even the glasses are using color blocking technique. Even though the build is massive, the pose looks very dynamic and just pure cool. And you gotta love how it actually just towers the entire landscape, with the Sonic in the back about to face it. It is one of those MOCs that doesn't require a lot of detail, because just the dynamic and the sheer insanity of this scene really makes it, and at the same time it stays really true to the source material. I really love the shot from I think one of the conventions when he is a bit in the shadow, and if you are a Sonic fan, this one is definitely worth checking out. A reminder that there are links to every single MOC I mentioned in this episode in the description below, so make sure to show these creators some love. Well done Zane, and congrats on number 1. Alright, honorable mentions. Eero Okkonen is back at it with Samus Aran, Rubblemaker with the Minigun, super cool build, Shipmaster with the Swamp Scout Speeder Ballpack remake, Paul Brick Baron with the LEGO It's a Small World, a classic Disney ride, Stubot with Cloud9 car, a gift for a wedding of fellow AFOS, Cranky Bricks and set to build, so congratulations on the MOC and to the newlyweds, Pomocnik and Dirigent with the Gingerbread City, Gus with Monty Python's and the Holy Grail, 'Tis But a Scratch scene, one of my favorites of all time for sure. Mitsuru Nikaido, a well-known artist with 2 insane builds, the Box Crab and the Japanese giant salamander mechs. Joe J&J Bricks with Lava Flora using those opalescent fern pieces. Kalai's Bricks with Orc's Guarded Cottage, a submission to the current Bricklink Designer program, so good luck. Yellow Squadron with Stormer 4.1. I'm getting some of the Ultron vibes from this. Deacon Liu with Axe of Yasho, and second build of his Dwarven Mine, Carve Ulu Light with a small but fun build, Unit 4 on standby, TE Brickworks with a few builds that capture my eye, Snacks, Horizon with a brick build Black Hole, and Roam, a really cool looking mech tank. And last but certainly not the least, Magma Frost 13 with Diving Mermaid. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's selections. Here are the fan mocks. Submit more because I would love to see more for next week. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like and subscribe. There's gonna be links to the older episodes on the screen at the end if you missed any. It was Mike, and I will see you next time on Brick Vault.